Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be this drugstore everyday makeup routine. I decided to film this for you guys because in my last video I realized that I used a lot of high-end products, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I do use a ton of drugstore products. I love drugstore inexpensive products because you definitely get more bang for your buck. So I created this look for you guys with my drugstore products. If you guys would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Thanks guys. Alright you guys, so I already did my brows and lashes off camera only because that's what takes me the longest. Also, I realized I didn't have any drugstore brow products, of course. I ran out of my ColourPop one. And then lashes, I use Salon Perfect 615s. It just takes me a really long time to do lashes on camera, so I went ahead and applied them now so they can dry and everything like that. But if you guys want to see a video on how I apply lashes, let me know. Also, I just realized I don't have a drugstore primer either, so let me go ahead and do that off camera. You guys can use any primer that you're going to use. There are just some things that I don't have from the drugstore. Like I don't have like a drugstore sponge, so I'm gonna have to use my beauty blender. Some of my brushes are not from the drugstore, but besides my primer, I think that's it. I promise. I think everything else is inexpensive from the drugstore. If you guys want to know, I am using my Too Faced Hangover RX primer, same one I used in the last video. Again, I'm super sorry that I don't have a drugstore primer. I cannot believe I forgot to pick one up. Alrighty. So moving right into foundation. For foundation, I am going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation. I love this foundation. It's so glowy. It's so dewy. Makes your skin look really healthy. And I have 3 shades actually, but I think I'm going to go with 225 medium buff just because I am a little bit on the pale side these days, and I picked up some pretty dark colors. So let me go in with the lighter one, which is medium buff. And then, like I said, I unfortunately don't have any drugstore sponges at the moment. The Real Technique one is really good, but I'm just going to go ahead in with my beauty blender and start blending this out into my skin. Trying to see if this color matches. It's not bad. I still think it's a little bit dark for me. I just didn't realize how pale I am right now. So I'm picking up like colors I usually would pick, but they're like coming out too dark for me, but it's okay. We'll make it work. So going right into my favorite drugstore concealer. Of course, it's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I talked about this in my last video. I love this concealer. And I use the shade Sand. So first I'm going to put it under my under eyes and blend that out. Because I am doing an everyday makeup routine, I don't let that kind of sit and get tacky. I kind of just immediately blend it out because I'm just going for a more everyday look. I'm not going for a more full coverage look. So then I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my forehead, a tiny bit on my nose, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and blend that out. So going right into cream contour, I'm honestly going to put just a little bit of this, and same thing, it's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I use the shade Hazelnut just to add a little bit of color before I apply my powders. And I'm not putting this on my nose today. And I'm going to take my beauty blender, the side that I use foundation, and blend this out. So for my drugstore / inexpensive setting powder, I am using the Coty Airspun powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. And I'm just gonna take a setting brush. I'm not gonna do any baking, and tap that and set my under eye. Very lightly dusting powder on my under eye, just to set the concealer so it doesn't move. Now the only place that I am going to kind of bake a little bit is my smile lines, because I told you guys that that tends to crease up a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my brush to set a little bit on my smile lines, not as long as I usually do when I go for a glam look, just for a minute. So while I'm letting that set before I brush everything off, I am going to bronze. And for my drugstore bronzer, I love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Sun-Kissed Bronze. It's a very pretty natural bronzer, so I'm just going to take some of that and just bronze. I'm not contouring, I'm not, you know, doing anything extreme, just adding some color to my face. Also, when I am doing my everyday makeup routine, I normally don't put blush, so I will put a little bit of bronzer on the apples of my cheeks to kind of just add a little bit of more color to my face. So next I'm just going to take any fluffy brush and some of the Physician Formula bronzer and put that in the crease of my eye to, again, give some definition to my eyes like I did last time. Just a little bit of color, just like that. Now I'm going to bring my skin back to life after powder using the Badescu facial spray. This isn't drugstore, like you can't find this at Walmart, and I don't think you can find this at CVS, but you can get this at Ulta. The smaller bottle is only $7. The bigger bottle I think is like 12 or 14, I think I said. So I definitely consider this a super inexpensive setting spray. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petal. And I love this highlight. I think it's super pretty. It gives you a glow from within. And I'm going to apply a good amount of this because when I'm going for an everyday makeup look, my main focus is like skin, and I want to look super glowy and healthy looking skin. So I'm just going to apply this everywhere. So now that I applied highlight, I am going to apply a little bit of glow to the eyelids. And for that, I'm going to be using these e.l.f. Bake eyeshadows. This is Moonlight Pearl, and this is Blush Gems. I think I'm gonna go in with Blush Gems just because it's a little bit more natural. I'm literally just taking my finger and going to apply that on the lids. Just like that, to give my eyes a little bit more of a glow. Just to kind of make my eyes stand out a little bit. So one thing that I like to do when I like to make my skin look a little bit extra glowy, especially for an everyday makeup look, is I like to take my beauty blender, one of the sides that I haven't used, and my facial spray it to get it damp, and then use that side that doesn't have any product on it and press that into my highlight and a little bit onto my bronzer to kind of make everything look more glowy and natural. Just like that. So that is it for the face. Now we're going on to lips, and I'm gonna use my two favorite Drugstore lip combo. So I'm going to be taking the lip liner from NYX, and this is in the shade Natural, and I'm going to use it to line my lips. And when I am doing an everyday look, I'm not trying to define my lips, so I'm literally just going over my lip line with the lip pencil. So now I'm just going to go over that with a gloss using the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Creme Brulee. Lastly, I'm just going to spray my face one more time with the Badescu facial spray. Alright you guys, that is everything for this drugstore everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. Also, follow me on Instagram. Like I said, I'm trying to be more active on there for you guys, so I will put my Instagram right here somewhere or right here somewhere. So that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.